Yo everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing a figure review, and that will be of the WWE Elite Collection, The Rock. Now, before I actually get into the figure itself, let's have a little story time about how hard it was for me to find this figure. Now, if you watch my videos, if you're subscribed to my channel, you know that I'm a big wrestling fan. I love wrestling. Although it hasn't been as good in the past 7-ish years, I still love wrestling. And my favorite wrestler of all time? The Rock. The jabroni beating, loud pie eating, trailblazing, eyebrow raising, heart stopping, elbow dropping, people's champion. The best of all time. Just throwing that in there. Best of all time. Um, I love The Rock. It's almost sickening how much I love The Rock. I love The Rock as much as I love, well, close to as much as I love Batman or as much as I love Zelda. I love The Rock. He was inspiration for me when I was a child, when I was short, chubby, not in shape, couldn't talk, couldn't really speak out in crowds. I looked toward The Rock to inspiration. There's this strong, powerful, good-looking individual who's charismatic, who can say what he wants and says it with authority, and it made me want to become a better person. I know it sounds silly, but we all look up to certain people throughout our lives, whether it's athletes or whether it's teachers or whether it's a family member. Me, mine was The Rock. Anyways, so I have a little shrine going for The Rock since I've kind of started to divulge back into wrestling. I'll show it to you guys towards the end of the video. And basically what is there is I have my 3 Rock DVDs, and I have 3.5 Rock figures. I have one from the Attitude Era, which is Rock with one of his $500 t-shirts, the WWE Championship. Then I have my a Rock figure from the Classic Collection that I got loose that came with everything except for the WWE title. Instead, they put the tag team titles on him. Whatever, it's all cool. Then I have the Moment in Time Rock, which dealt with The Rock's birthday. Took all the clothes off that and gave him the Undisputed title. Bought the Undisputed title loose online. And then one of those also mini figures, the really mini ones that are like barely able to pose. I got a 2-pack with The Rock and Cena. Gave Cena to my fiance because Cena's her favorite wrestler, and put The Rock there. But what I had, and I'm always looking to add more Rock to my collection, but what I'm definitely missing from The Rock is a more updated Rock figure. A Rock figure with the big Samoan tattoo right here, and, the bald head and everything. And, there's 2 of them that are out right now that are like that have the big Samoan tattoo, which I love that tattoo, and then the bald head. There's a 2-pack, which goes with John Cena, which is a little less articulated and a little less detailed, and then there's the Elite Collection, which is right here. I've been looking everywhere for the Elite Collection Rock. I've been going to Toys R Us, I've been going to Walmart's, Kmart's, Target's, Toys R Us Express, comic stores, looking online, and online is a ridiculous price. I think it's like $35. I'm not going to pay that much for a figure. But I've been looking everywhere. I thought it was a Toys R Us exclusive. I couldn't find it. I think there's also, maybe there might be a best of 2011 one. I could be wrong. But anyways, I've been looking everywhere for it, and something electrifying was calling me to go to a Target not too far out from where I live. I went there, and lo and behold, sitting there is a lone Rock Elite Collection figure. I was ecstatic because I thought maybe the figure was no longer being manufactured, or maybe they just stopped putting it on the shelves. But I saw it, I grabbed it right away. So that is my story of finding this figure, which was a pain to find, but it's so worth it because now I have it. So let's talk about the Elite Collection Rock figure. Now, again, I only have a couple wrestling figures. Most of them are the Rocks. I got some back when I was younger, but I lost them or sold them or whatever. I had a Stone Cold and I had a Rock one, and I have a Randy Orton one that my fiance got me, which is right here, a really old one, which she bought. That it must have been released in like 2002. A very old one. So I have a few wrestling figures, but I know about the levels of qualities with wrestling figures. And then you have the generic carded wrestling figures. You have the standard wrestling figures, and then you have the more detailed, higher quality ones like the Moment in Time ones or the Elite Collection. These ones have the best articulation. They come with various different accessories that make them stand out. For example, Rock has cloth pants. There's like John Cena ones with cloth shirts or, hats that can go on. And I find it funny with wrestling figures because if you go back to around 2000, wrestling figures were all the same. They all had the generic same body, just with a slightly different head. So if you look at this Randy Orton figure, it's the same body that you'll see on a John Cena figure or a Kane figure. Actually, this body is the same body that was on one of my old Rock figures back when I was like 12. So it isn't until later on that they really started to put a lot of effort into figures. And I have to say, out of all the figures that are available out there, from Transformers to DC Universe to Marvel Select to anything else, I have to say wrestling figures have always had the best evolution. Let me just put that back there. No pun intended for Randy Orton, who was part of Evolution. As you can see, I'm wearing my new Daniel Bryan Yes, Yes, Yes shirt. So, the Elite Collection is one of the more detailed collected figures. And what I really like is the box. I like how it's white, it stands out. It has a image of The Rock right here, and every superstar would be there. And on the back, we have the information, nicknames, height, weight, titles, signature maneuvers, and a little bio, just a little one. And then who else is in this wave? Undertaker, Alberto Del Rio, John Cena, King Booker, and Big Boss Man. And like I said, the Elite Collection is a little bit more detailed than the other ones. I remember seeing the King Sheamus one. It had the full King garment, or the Alberto Del Rio one had a silk cloth. Well, not silk, but a cloth scarf with the Chihuahua. So I'm tempted to pick up some other ones if they weren't so expensive, because unlike the other figures that usually go for about $10 to $12, these go for more, like 18. So it's quite a lot, but it's worth it for the quality that you're getting. So I have not opened up this box yet, as you can see. I have not looked at the figure yet, so we shall do it together, shall we? Um, and I am going to need a knife of some sort or something to get this open with, because it has my arch nemesis, tape. You know what I'm going to do? I'll pause up the video here and then I will start it back up when I got the rock out. Okay, took less than a minute once I got my knife, and here is the Elite Collection The Rock. Um, haven't really got a chance to play with it because it's been less than a minute. But The Rock comes with 4 accessories, as you can see. He has his cloth pants, his shirt, his microphone, and his glasses. Um, upon removing the glasses are just a little plastic right there. Upon removing the glasses, if you look at the face closely, you'll notice that it's the same head mold that they used on the Moment in Time Rock, however, with no hair and just slightly different eyebrows, but pretty much the same mold, which is fine because the Moment in Time Rock was a great figure. The microphone comes with WWE on both sides, which is good, uh, because I have some Rock figures that have microphones that don't have that. The shirt comes off right here on the sides. As you can see, there's little notches. And this is him with the Braun Bull and the American flag, which looks good. And let's take this off and see how it looks. Comes off pretty easily. Just take that off. And it looks like they use the same body as the Moment in Time Rock also, just with the tattoo there. And the tattoo looks really good, really accurate. Really do like that tattoo. The pants come off exactly as the pants should come off, down from the waist and as pants normally come off. So let's take 1 second to get these pants off. I never thought I would actually be saying this, but I'm taking The Rock's pants off. It's pretty intense. Pretty intense. Who can say that they've taken The Rock's pants off? I have. Um, Not that easy to get off, probably because he's wearing knee pads underneath. And the knee pads do cause a bit of a trouble, but there we go. Get those off. And there. We have an updated Rock logo. I remember in the Moment in Time when they used the early 2000, late 1999 one, which instead of having the eyebrow kind of thing on the Rock and they have the kind of it just being normal stylized straight. But we have an updated one here, and then if you look at the back, we have the Brahma Bull on his buttocks. So let's just get a nice full view of the rock starting from the feet down. And I have to say, this is a beautiful looking figure. Granted, it is just a retooling slightly of the Moment in Time rock. I'm perfectly fine with that because, like I said, the Moment in Time rock was one of the best, if not best, rock figures I ever had. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, really good looking figure articulation. You know, he has a full range of articulation in the arms. He can do a lot. Even in the wrists, he has articulation. Legs, he has full range of articulation. I'm kind of doing it without showing you. But full range of articulation. Even the feet, again, the arms. Head has full range of articulation, so if you want him to do Exorcist, he can do the Exorcist. Why not? Yes! 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 And then he has a waist articulation and abdomen articulation. So, but yeah, on a whole, it is a great looking rock figure. Maybe we can put him in a people's pose of some sort. There we go. The people's pose. But yeah, on a whole, it's a great looking figure. Definitely one of the best rock figures that I have. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to display him. The only complaint I have with this figure is that it doesn't come with a stand. The Moment in Time one came with a stand. I would have liked a stand for this one. It's all well and good. I can live with it. I'll live with it. What I particularly like about this figure that I thought was interesting is the glasses. Usually the glasses look bad on the rock figures. These actually look good on his face. They hold on pretty well. So I do like the glasses. But everything was great with this figure. I really did like this figure. It came out very nicely, and it's going to be a nice addition to my collection. And I think anyone who has a wrestling collection of figures, or even if they just collect the rock like me, should consider picking this up because it really is a good looking figure. Really is. I don't know if I'm going to pose him as such or if I'm going to put his clothes on him. It's debatable because he looks really good like this. So we'll see, but definitely worth picking up. And I'll pause this video, and at the very end, I'll show you my little rock uh, shrine, for lack of a better term, that I've been trying to build. The only rock figure recently that I haven't been able to get my hands on that I had an opportunity to, and I'm kicking myself for not getting, was the Survivor Series rock that was released. I'll get that later. I'll find it somehow. It's not that old that I can't get it for a decent price, but yeah, really love this figure. So pause this here. I'll show you my little rock shrine I've got going for me, and I'll actually put this figure up there so you can see all my rock in all of its greatness. Okay? So the lighting is kind of horrible. Sorry, but here we go. Right underneath the Power Rangers is my rock little shrine I've got going on there. You can see the rock DVDs. I decided to keep the Elite Collection rock out of his clothes just because they were such a pain to put on. So that is my little rock shrine going on there. And I love it. I'm going to keep on trying adding more to it because it's The Rock and I love him. So with that said, I'm going to end this video here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.